Welcome back to our sessions about the modules that we go through during our long week of training. Once again, I'm Titus, and today we are looking at why small businesses fail. Now, for the trainer, normally this session begins with like an activity. You have the women kind of make a cycle, and then each one gets in the middle, and they kind of tell the others what their fears are when they start their businesses. And then as they're actually telling others what their fears are, you kind of make a note on a paper, and then at the end of the day, you transfer that information on the paper on the flip chart. You have to write it down, and then you also still ask them if they know anybody who has ever been successful, or who has ever started a business and that business actually afterwards failed or collapsed in their communities. If they can, because we said this is an activity, they might need to go and ask that person what were the reasons for their businesses to fail. So then after that, after getting all that information, now you come back. Of course, you come back to class, or you tell them to take up their seats. You explain to them. Now you get back to the training manual. you now explain to the participants why actually small businesses fail. And of course, like you tell them, sometimes, success in business is not based on luck. It's purely hard work, and how organized you can be in your business. Now, there are a couple of reasons as to why small businesses fail. But now, you actually bring in the real reasons. The reasons as to why, businesses fail, I think, vary from community to community, but there are those that are really standard. And of course, like at the end of the session, they are the ones that you bring and explain to the women. For example, if the business does not have enough money to buy the things that it actually needs, you kind of explain it in still, just like I said before, in their local languages. Then too much money is spent on things that really do not even relate to the business. Of course, like that business it's not going to be successful. But of course, like you kind of run through all those reasons as to why small businesses fail. Then after doing that, of course, you tell them there's another reason to be happy. Yes, it's not easy to run a small business. In fact, sometimes you have to tell them, like, running a business is almost like going to a battlefront where you have to fight, and to save your life will depend on how you actually have fought the war. So it's purely hard work. It's not based on luck. So honestly, I might call it a battle like for the strong and determined entrepreneurs. So you bring back them to class, and then you kind of highlight. Of course, like after telling them, they don't really have to be so much scared about the problem. Sometimes when you talk about the problems first, which actually is true, but there is a way it kind of creates fear into them. The kind of like, now, how about if I start my business? Won't I be like this other person who probably failed from my community? Won't I, I mean, generally, that fear will be generated into them. So just to kind of drain it out, you can like move them out of the classroom, have let's say a role play or an activity, and then you bring back them to class. So then you tell them, hey, now we've looked at the reasons as to why small businesses fail, but then we have to look on the other side. What are the benefits of me if I started my own business? Now you take them through all that, you know. Actually the real good reasons as to why people start their businesses, and like one of them, of course, you'll become your own boss, and you earn more money, you know, more than working for somebody else. So then, I think like the moment you actually do that, they will now start having a great positive attitude as to why, and they will actually even get energized to go back in their communities and get started with businesses. Thanks for watching. That's the end of our of this module, which is why small businesses fail.